and welcome to AWTC Presents Her Story, a web series in which we profile AWTC members and feature them in all their awesomeness. I'm your host, Cecilia Sepp. I am a member of AWTC and currently serving on the marketing committee. Thank you for joining us for this episode. Our guest this time is Terri Herrmann, and she's going to tell us a little bit about herself and why she enjoys being part of AWTC. Terri, welcome to Her Story. Would you
Thank
like to
you
say
so much,
hello?
Cecilia. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here today.
Well, that's great, and we're glad to have you. This series is taking off. So, could you tell us a little about what you do professionally and where you do it?
Yeah, you bet. I am Chief Marketing Officer at Forge, and Forge is a SaaS company who is bringing together the importance of traditional learning along with the power of community, all in one single platform. And we're doing it in a way that's member-centric and modern and intuitive. Forge is purpose-built for associations and professional networks. And we have over 300 clients and 1 million professionals leveraging our technology. And as Chief Marketing Officer, I lead a team whose sole job is to just get inside the hearts and minds of the association buyer and really be able to reach out and connect with them in ways that helps them solve their problems. And we do that through thought leadership, through webinars, through other strategies.
That sounds exciting.
It is.
And,
I love my job.
oh, that's great. Wonderful. So, how did you get started working with associations?
Yeah, I'm new to the association space, and to be honest, I kind of stumbled upon it. I joined Forge a year ago because I had the opportunity to work alongside my mentor and one of the leaders I respect so very much, and he's the CEO of Forge. And then I just got lucky enough to fall in love with the problems that we're trying to solve for associations. So not only do I get to work with amazing colleagues, I get to help market the most groundbreaking, innovative solution for community and learning within the association space. And I have a lot of fun doing it. So it's a win-win-win situation for me.
Oh, lovely. That's wonderful. I always like hearing about people who come to associations a little later in their career. So that is good to know.
Yeah, and
So,
it's really about too, and our mission is and vision is to empower the professionals who make our world better. And just getting to interact and getting to know all of the associations, just helping to advance that mission on their behalf is just really fulfilling and rewarding.
well, that's a great lead into my next question. Can you tell us about a time where you felt really good about your work?
Sure. I feel good about my work a lot because we do such great things and we work with great associations and their members. I would probably have to point to a presentation and a keynote that I recently developed. It's called Be the CEO of You.
Oh,
And it's all about how corporations have a board of directors that they rely on, and how individuals, especially women, should have their own personal board of directors. And so I put this talk together, and it's kind of walks through the lens of my own career. And I don't want to say failures because challenges and roadblocks is probably a better word for it, all through the lens of my own career and just giving women actionable advice on how they can be the CEO of you, and then ways on which they can establish their own personal board of directors. And I've given that talk a couple of times now for various different women's groups, and I'm really looking forward in 2025 to find more opportunities to be able to do that.
well, and it sounds like you have a great answer to my next question then. What advice helped you as you developed your career as a woman in tech?
Yeah, that's a great question. I would point to three different things if I could. So one would be, don't try and do it all on your own. seek help, because if you're a woman with high career aspirations, and like me, a mom and a wife, and really realizing that you can't do it all on your own, and really being able to seek help where you can. And then also two books that really changed the way that I lead, not necessarily as a woman in tech, but just as a woman. One is called How Women Rise, and it's the 12 steps that hold women back. And as I was reading this book, it's written by a man and a woman, and it's all based on research. And as I was reading this book, I'm like, oh my God, I do that. Oh my God, I can't believe I do that too. And it's really looking at, like, and I'll just give one example, and it's being able to like put your head down, do good work, and people will notice. And that's not the case in a lot of times. And you really have to, and people are humble, right? And you really have to be able to promote yourself and your good work for people to notice. And a lot of times it's not going to happen just by doing a great job and hoping people will notice and you'll get the promotion. And then the other piece of advice was from, I love Brene Brown and the book Dare to Lead. And I've always been a people pleaser as well. And so thinking about your square squad, and your square squad is that 1 inch by 1 inch piece of paper where you write the names down of people whose opinions really matter to you. And then you matter to them. And then you're going to be professional with everybody else that you encounter. But 1 inch by 1 inch is a tiny piece of paper. You can't fit a lot of names on there. And so those are the people whose opinions really matter. And then you get stuck in that people pleasing trap if you try to please everyone. And if you have a notebook sized piece of paper of people that you're trying to please and opinions matter, because you can't please everyone. And by doing that, it's really helped me advance along in terms of my leadership and my career.
I hear a lot of people cite Brene Brown, so she must be good. I'll have to get one of her books.
She's
So,
wonderful. Yeah.
as a newer person to the association area, you're going to have a unique perspective, unlike somebody like myself who's been in the profession their whole career. Where do you see technology leading associations in the future?
Yeah, I see member experience being at the heart of everything.
Mhm.
And I really see, because with Forge too, we do our own research, and we know why members join, why members stay, and why members leave associations. And they join and stay for the learning and for the networking and community. And a big driver of member dissatisfaction is really having to use clunky, outdated technology. Today's modern member, they want an intuitive, modern experience. They want a consumer-like experience, and they get easily frustrated. And now with 4 generations within association membership, really have to have technology that's intuitive and modern, that's available for everyone to be able to use and enjoy.
And that's great advice. Now, as we apply our view of technology to AWTC, where we all are AWTC women champions and associations, what do you like best about being part of AWTC?
I like the fact that there's a variety of ways that you can get involved. I like the different ways in which you can communicate via the Slack channel, and the different educational opportunities that are available, and being able to just like pay it forward. I'm more seasoned in my career, so being able to have the opportunity to hopefully get to network with those that are younger in their career journey, and being able to help pay it forward.
And if somebody asked you why they should get involved in AWTC, what would you tell them?
I would say it's just a matter of lifting one another up and feeling really truly part of a community that is looking to advance women within technology, and just really advance women in general in terms of their leadership and their position, and being a support network for one another.
Well, there's a great reason to join AWTC. And also, you can participate in activities like HERstory. So, Terri, thank you for joining me for this episode.
Thank you so much, Cecilia. I really appreciate it. It's a great time.
And you can learn more about AWTC and all of our events and activities that Terri mentioned by visiting our website, awtc.tech. We have the most valuable no fee membership in the world. So check out our membership as well. We do monthly activities like webinars or meet and greets. And then we do our annual conference in December, which is called AWTC Advance. And you can learn more about all of those at awtc.tech. On behalf of AWTC, Terri and myself, thanks for joining us for this episode of HERstory.